Properti di negara manapun meski pertumbuhannya melambat, harga sebuah properti dipastikan sulit turun. Inilah yang menjadi alasan mengapa sebagian masyarakat Indonesia memilih berinvestasi di properti. Hasil survei perusahaan media properti berbasis digital asal Australia, REA Group, menunjukkan minat terhadap properti di Asia Pasifik tengah menurun. Namun tidak dengan Indonesia, harga dan peminat properti di Indonesia masih akan terus naik.
Well, some of that in Singapore can be they had a very big increase for a while in property, quite significant increases in prices in property in Singapore. So I think part of it could be that. Singapore is a market that was very small too. I mean, you've got a small island, 5 million people. So what happens in Singapore can be quite different than what you see in other parts of Southeast Asia. I think in Indonesia you have obviously a much bigger population, much different factors in different regions, Jakarta versus other parts of the country.
Soal tempat tinggal, minat orang Indonesia condong kepada rumah tapak, sementara Singapura dan Malaysia mengidolakan unit kondominium. Khusus di Indonesia, permintaan terhadap properti second juga mulai mengejar properti baru. Bila penjualan properti baru bisa tumbuh 34%, maka penjualan properti second naik sekitar 14%. Data ini akan semakin naik jika perbankan mempermudah pemberian kredit.
Policy, but I do see that when banks potentially make it easier for people to borrow money, it absolutely increases then people moving into property. When the opposite happens, when the banks make borrowing much more difficult, require much higher deposit rates, then that obviously makes it more difficult for people to buy property.
Pemasaran properti pun semakin masif di Indonesia. Tidak hanya pameran yang dibanjiri masyarakat, sejumlah website properti pun mulai menjadi referensi. Masih Tarigan, Dian Merdeka, Kompas TV, Jakarta.